What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down my training program that I'm using to train for my first Spartan Stadion. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down basically the program that I'm using as a 35-year-old husband, father, and special education teacher to train for my Spartan Stadion on September 20th, which means I'm about 7 weeks out from doing this event. Now, I've done Spartan Sprints, I've done Spartan Supers, I've done Spartan Beasts, I've done the Trifecta Weekend, I've done Spartans. So this isn't like my first event. However, this is something that I've never done before. And I'm excited to try it because I'm always about, if you're new to the channel, this channel is all about don't be average, try something different. NYAD, not your average dad. This is what this whole channel is about, trying to improve every single day as a father, as a husband, as a father, and then whatever role you have in life. So for me, I'm a special education teacher. So let's jump straight into the actual programming. So I love doing these videos because I get very excited when I have a new event or race or anything that I'm actually training for, because like I said in my previous videos, I don't like working out, but I like training. And I think if you are a parent out there and you have a child that is looking up to you, I think it's very important that you stay fit, healthy, and you just look good at the same time. So anyway, let's jump straight into it. So if you're not familiar with the Spartan Stadion, go back to my previous video because I will break it down. And it is Stadion. I looked it up. The reason why it's called Stadion instead of Stadium is because the Stadion is apparently where they all train for different events to see who is the fittest. That's why they call it the Stadion. So, but this is going to take place at Angels Stadium. Well, hello, little lady. What are you doing? Oh, I'm talking to the YouTube channel. You look cute. You all ready to go to Grandma and Grandpa's later? Yeah. Is that your outfit? Okay. You want to watch me? Okay. All right. So the Stadion is going to get a 5K. So there's going to be running, and then there's 20 obstacles. Now it's not like a Spartan race where it's outdoors. Obviously, it's in a stadium. So the obstacles are a little bit different. I'm not going to go through all that. If you want to watch that, just watch my previous video. But basically, think of running and at the same time doing some type of exercise. So they have like echo bikes, they have rope climbs, they have sandbag carries, lunges, all that stuff. So you gotta be kind of like a hybrid athlete. But this is what I broke down what my actual training will look like. So this side is all gonna be basically the strength portion, and then this side is gonna be the running portion of the program. So Sunday is gonna be an upper body focus followed by a long run. Now on this programming, if you want to try it, you can do however you want. If you want, you could do the long run first in the morning, then you could do the upper body session later, you could do the upper body session in the morning and the long run later, or you could do what I do, which is kind of brick training. And if you're a parent, you kind of got to do this because I don't have the time to basically just train whenever I want. To a certain extent, I like to do brick, which means I'll wake up Sunday morning, have like a pre-workout meal, do my upper body session, and then immediately after that I'll go straight into my long run. I like doing that. Some people don't agree with it. They say you should be fresh for your long run. You should be fresh for your upper body. That's why you break it up. However, I like to train compromise running, and what that means is basically after a workout, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, I'm sore, and then I go run. So my body gets used to running when it is sore and tired. Did you want that ball, Mama? The blue one? I got you. So then now I'm not going to break down each of these. What I actually was thinking about doing, I've never done on this channel. I may go live because I've had a lot of people ask me different questions on the programming. However, I don't really want to just do a 40-minute video explaining everything because there's certain questions that some of you guys might have like a particular question about a specific situation. So I think I may go live. I might start going live on like Sundays where basically like 30 minutes. If you guys have any questions, you could jump in, put them in the chat, and then I could verbally answer them, which I feel like I could do a better job answering them that way than as opposed to like direct messaging you guys or comment, replying to your comments. So if you guys would like to see me go live where you guys could just ask any questions you want and then I could answer them to the best I can, comment below that you would like to see that, and then maybe I'll start doing that. So again, Sunday upper body, and then I'm gonna go straight into my long run. This is gonna be obviously done in the morning. Monday is a rest, active rest. So what that means is like today is Monday. The goal for today, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I might go for a run, a very easy run. I may hop on my bike for 30 minutes. I may walk, I may ruck, I may row, I might ski erg, I may do something, but whatever I do, my heart rate's not gonna get jacked up. It's just gonna be kind of moving. Or I may set a goal of like, oh, I wanna hit 15,000 steps as opposed to my 10,000 steps. So Monday, again, depending on how I feel, if I'm beat up, it might be very simple. But I still want to move, if that makes sense. Tuesday, lower body plus tempo run. So again, I'll wake up, do my lower body, and then right by that, I'll do my tempo run. Now, right now, I am on summer break. Summer break comes to an end on Friday. Friday is the first day back. Did I have to go back to school? Not excited because I have to leave this little mama at home. So I'll get back into basically having to be at work at 8:15 and then off work at 3:30. So I'm gonna be doing all of these in the morning. Is it ideal? Absolutely not. I would love to be able to break these up. However, being a father and a husband, you kind of just gotta make do with what you can. Wednesday, these are like my favorite days. Conditioning and core would be the strength side, and then easy run. Conditioning, this is like basically a way to simulate what you're gonna feel on the actual event. So I have a ski erg, a rower, an echo bike, and a treadmill along with weights. When it comes to my conditioning piece, what I've been doing is I'm taking a 30-minute and basically just doing a 30-minute AMRAP, and I'll choose different exercises. One of them has to be running. And the reason why, because I really want to get used to that compromised running. So I'll do the running, and then I might throw in some burpees, I might throw in some lunges, I might throw in some rowing, I might throw some echo bike. I usually choose about like 4 exercises. So I'll go running and then choose 4 exercises. So it might be like, okay, 250 meter row, 250 meter echo bike, some burpees, and some lunges. Then I'll rest like 1 minute and then I'll run it back. And I try to do as many as I can in 30 minutes. For the 8 weeks, this is what the way I'm gonna make progress in it is each week I'll try to up the time. So the first week will be like 30 minutes. The next week will be like probably 35 minutes, then 40 minutes, then 45 minutes. Because I'm thinking the sprint's gonna be maybe an hour, if I'm lucky a little bit less. But I'm basically just getting my body used to running, doing something physical, doing something physical, doing something physical, possibly having a rest break. Because when you come to an obstacle, you may have like a minute or two before you're even able to do the exercise or the station. So that's kind of my thought process on the conditioning piece. And then once I finish the 30-minute AMRAP or whatever it is, I'll do like a core circuit. So I'll choose like 3 core exercises, do them back to back to back, rest 2 minutes, back to back to back, rest 2 minutes, back to back to back. I'll do like 3 rounds of that. And then that's just followed by an easy run. So again, I'll do my conditioning piece right after that. Maybe an easy run where it's based on time, like 30 minutes, or it's based on distance, like 3 miles. Thursday, back to upper body. Plus an easy run, pretty self-explanatory. Again, I'll wake up in the morning, do my upper body. As soon as I'm done with that, I'm jumping straight into my easy run. Fridays, lower body plus interval. So I have tempo runs and intervals. Tempo run is basically, I'm gonna choose a speed that I want. So say I wanna hold an 8 minute per mile pace. That's what I'm gonna try and hold for a certain time. That's how I do my tempo run. So I'll say, okay, I'm gonna try and hold an 8 minute per mile pace. Did you have a question, Mama? No, just working out. I'm gonna try and hold an 8 minute per mile pace for 20 minutes. Now interval run might be like I do like a 10-minute warm up and then I jump into like 4 sets of a 400 meter run followed by a minute rest. These ones are fun because again, I'm trying to do it at a faster pace and get that heart rate jacked up, followed by a little bit of rest. These are just making it a little bit more exciting than just doing easy runs all day or all week. Then Saturday, back to a conditioning piece, so same concept. I'll basically just choose like a Metcon kind of thing. Same 30-minute AMRAP, 35-minute AMRAP, whatever it is. And then as soon as I'm done with that, that's gonna be followed by an easy run. And that is technically what I am doing for the next 7 weeks. So I think I'm 54 days out from it. I've basically done a test week of this so far. And the main reason why is because I wanted to get my maxes for squat, bench, and then overhead press. These are the 3 exercises that I'm gonna focus on in order to improve. I'm gonna be tracking obviously my strength progression over the weeks, because these days, like one of them is basically a bench focus, one of them's an overhead press focus, one of them's a squat focus, and then one of them's like a speed focus, like explosive. So I'm trying to move weight really fast on this second lower body day. Because again, like I took personal things that I would like to see as I'm doing this training program. Anytime it comes to training for an actual event, I want the training to be fun and exciting at the same time I'm trying to see how fast I could do it. So like me, I want it to be exciting. I want to see if I could get my squat up. I want to see if I could get my bench up, and want to see if I could get my overhead press up. I'm not really focused on deadlift. I know that would be the fourth main lift, just because my lower back has always been bad, and I don't want to throw it out on trying to deadlift 400 pounds or something like that. That's just my thought process. But also when I'm doing my lifting sessions, I want it to be fun. I want to be shooting for something. So each week, the goal is to progress based on a percentage. So I took 80% of my bench, we'll say, did 4 sets of 5 with a certain amount of weight. Now the following week when I come in, I'm gonna shoot for maybe increasing by 5 pounds or 10 pounds, and that's gonna make the training exciting. As for these conditioning pieces, I'm gonna basically keep them the same, but if I only do a 30-minute AMRAP and say I get 3 rounds, well then the following week, if I get maybe 4 rounds or 3.5 rounds, then I know I'm progressively getting stronger, faster, whatever it is. So this is how I like to do my training, just because, like I said, it's a lot more exciting. And especially when you have an event. So I encourage you, sign up for an event. If you are signed up for an event right now, whether it be a DECA, a Spartan, a Hyrax, or anything like that, comment below what you are signed up for, because I always like to hear what you guys are training for, how you guys are training, what your training split looks like, all that stuff. So if you guys have any questions or anything, please comment below. I'll answer any of them. For the next 7 weeks, that's what this channel is all going to be about, is basically what my workout looks like, what my actual workouts look like. I'll go into deeper depth, what my nutrition looks like, what my recovery looks like, whatever you guys want to see, what a full day in the life of a husband, father, special education teacher looks like, how I do my training, how I spend time with my beautiful little girl. Just comment below if you guys have any questions, like I said, and then also let me know if you guys would like to see me go live, because I plan on doing that. But you guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. I will catch you guys in the next one, and make sure you guys are subscribed so you can follow along as I conquer my first Spartan Stadion.